Hey gang, this is Andy over at Falco Canine Academy. This is video number 3 in our series of what you should be asking before selecting a training facility. This is going to be a tough one, and I've been racking my brain and how I wanted to talk about this with you guys, but the question you should ask is, what is your training technique? What are the tools do you use to train me and my dog? And the most important thing that I can think of that you should hear as the answer is they know about every training technique known to man and they know how to use it effectively. Now, why is that important? Well, it's important because there's no one training technique that's going to work for every dog and human being in every situation. It is just not possible. And I know there's a lot of purely positive people out there that follow what we're doing or kind of watch what we're doing, and they're now rubbing their face and saying, oh no, you can use purely positive for every situation. And then you got people over there that just use a pinch collar. I know there's an ex-employee of mine that's all she uses is a pinch collar, and that is not correct, and that is not right, and that is wrong. That's the other way I could say no. There's a company out there that uses only electronic collars. That's all they use. And again, I say no, you can't do that if you're going to be effective. Now, they're effective with a certain type of dog and a certain type of person and that combination therein, and they have success. There's probably enough of that type of formulation between the dog and the human that they can stay in business and stay busy. Now, it's not correct in the sense that they're going to be able to help you with your problem, because it may work, but it may not be the best thing for you. It might not be the healthiest thing for the dog. It doesn't make you happy to use a tool that you don't feel comfortable with. So let's look at it as far as our philosophy. My philosophy is that every dog, every human being is unique, each one, and then the combination of the two are unique. In the same house, that same dog with the wife is going to be entirely different than they are with them when they're with their husband or the male in the family, and they're going to be a different dog with each individual child. So there can be, and there often is, an instance where I will use and suggest a tool for one dog when they're with the wife to wear this combination, and with the husband they click the leash onto a different type of collar and use a different combination of training techniques. And some people may find that odd, and there's probably trainers falling over and saying, well, no, you can't do that. Yes, you can. And it can be very effective. Just this Saturday in our trainers course, that we have a number of trainers that we're teaching to be trainers in our course, and they were very quick to see this example in action. There's a Rottweiler in our class, and with the man, the dog looks very confident, very strong. It's a young dog, it's a puppy, it's not even a year old, but the dog will sit perfectly. It looks statuesque when it's with the man. And the man walks forward, the dog heels, the man stops, the dog automatically sits without being told, all the perfect things. Now in the hands of the wife, the dog, not so much. You would not even think it's the same even dog. The dog is like all hyperactive, looks around, gets distracted easy. She stops, the dog doesn't sit, she starts walking, the dog is pulling on the leash, trying to get to the dog next to them, all that kind of stuff. And that is just one example that I can show you where with each individual human being the dog's going to act differently, and so you may need to use a different technique. I think the wife can actually use the same tools that the man used because of her personality and her makeup and that kind of stuff. So I think it's possible to keep the tools the same. We just got to teach her to be a little bit better, a better leader, and that's where the important thing is what is it that the dog needs to perceive that the human being that they're with, that they live with, is a leader and to be respected and loved. Those are the two things that you always have to have. No matter what tool or technique you decide to use, that it's going to be with love and respect. Anything can be abusive, anything can be inhumane. There's a lot of tools that you can use that if you don't use them right, the dog doesn't even know they're on. So you can even have a pinch collar on a dog, and if it's not put on properly and not used properly, you might as well put on a flat collar because it's not being effective. It's not being used in any way, shape, or form as it was meant to be used. So the training of the human being and the technique that needs to be used for this combination. So if it's click and treat, we've done that. If it's a flat collar only with this dog, then we've done that. If it's a choke chain, we've done that. If it's a pinch collar, we've done that. If it's electronic collar, we've done that. And again, some of you people don't fall over because we use an e-collar, but there is some very humane ways to use it. And out of all the tools, it can be the most humane, as you will learn on one of our other videos. So The training facility that you choose, when you ask them what training technique they use, you should hear them say, we know how to use every one of them, and they should be able to give you an example. They just can't say it and then not know how to use the clicker or another training tool effectively. They should be able to give you examples of how they used it, maybe even show you a video of it being used and that kind of stuff, so they can show you that they do in fact know how to use every piece of equipment and training technique known to man to help you with your problem. That is important. For you guys, it's easy. Just go to all of our videos. We got about 200 videos, and you're going to see us using all the different techniques at one time or another. So that's pretty easy with us. But that's the question you should ask, and the answer is all training tools, techniques known to man. All right, take care. Talk to you later.